What better to have than fresh bread? These are some for my rooster. You hear how vocal he is in the background. Right now he might go on with himself over there. He might go on with himself. He need bread. And I'm going to pick some mulberries because we have mulberry trees. We have mulberries in season. So this is mulberry. Straight from the Garden of Eden. And we're going to have fresh berries in the morning. This morning, happy weekend blessing to you guys. You have heard him. He needs his dinner roll now, else he might go on bad, like in bad. Good morning from me and Kokodu. Jamaica, with its vibrant culture and lush landscape, it is a place that inspires the soul. And when it comes to food, there is nothing quite like making something fresh from what the land has to offer. One of my favorite activities involve harvesting mulberries from the tree and turning them into sweet homemade jam. Pair with freshly baked dinner roll over a traditional coal fire. It's an experience that connects you with nature and brings simple pleasures to life. Come along on this delicious journey to discover the joy of how I harvest, cook, and enjoy food the Jamaican way. I went ahead and placed my mulberries inside of my pot, and this is frozen mulberries that I have collected from the tree in our yard. Also, I'm going to pair that with some dark Jamaican cane sugar and a splash of that silver sweet orange. Yes, you know those native orange that is grown in Jamaica that we call silver orange that is sour? This one is different. This one is sweet. So I'm going to squeeze that out, and this is going to be my natural pectin to help thicken the jam. And there's something that is different when I make fresh jam at home versus the one I buy in the store. This is my ingredients for my bread, sugar, yeast, salt, and I'm going to use 1 vitamin C tablet, also bread flour, milk, and melted butter. It's now time to get my dinner roll started. I'm going to place in some warm milk, also with some melted 100% butter, followed by my bread flour that I make at home. Half of the mixture will be going inside of my mixing bowl, followed by the yeast, salt, and sugar, and that 1 vitamin C tablet. And this is going to be an eggless option for those who don't eat egg. And we're going to eat it on the outside with fresh mulberry jam right from the Jamaican countryside. Once it is combined just like this, I'm going to place it into my stand mixer for a couple minutes, then remove it. lightly dust the area, and then I'm going to finish the work with my hands. And there is nothing quite satisfying than making your own bread at home. The texture, the experience, the scents just fill the whole home. Finishing the work of kneading the bread with the palm of my hand, and I will be making two types of bread. One which is whole wheat and the other which is this regular all-purpose white flour base, and I will be placing that into my mixing bowl, lightly grease a piece of plastic, and I will leave that under the Jamaican sunshine to proof for 30 minutes to an hour until it is doubled in size. Nothing better than greasing and flouring your pot before your bread go inside, and I'm going to use all-purpose flour inside of the bottom, and we're going to bake it on the Jamaican coal fire right outside in this tropical nature. Jamrock, sweet Jamaica. Fresh bread brings the whole community together. Now it's time to shape the dough. I'll be pinching off that just into some equal parts. Then I will place that inside of my pot for a second rise. And this is going to ensure that I get the best quality bread. The kneading process is absolutely important for your bread. Also, the proofing. I'll be proofing this until it is doubled in size again to make sure I get the best soft and buttery dinner roll. It's time to make my coal fire, and there's nothing like cooking on the outside coal fire. My experience with bread making, it gives me some of the most beautiful, tasty bread I've ever baked, right on the outside coal fire. We're outside baking bread. I'm going to make two types of bread today, whole wheat and also the regular white bread. Dinner rolls, of course, on the coal fire. My bread has risen to the way I like, and I'm going to place it in my Dutch pot, and I'm going to bake it outside on the coal fire. This is whole wheat bread. I'm going to inflate the dough and place it on the coal fire. So we're going to bake on the outside. The best bread start with the best kneading process and the best dough. And this is my risen whole wheat bread that I'll be baking on the coal fire. Mrs. Rabbits are here. They're inside eating. Some wild dog came by in the night and almost killed one of them. Her foot is damaged all the way around here. It's damaged for her. She is eating and we're trying to spray it as much as we can. Our bread is ready. I'm going to place it on the coal fire that is behind me over there. And we're going to bake some fresh dinner roll in the countryside. It's now time to place my fresh bread on the coal fire, and there's nothing quite satisfying than baking fresh bread on the outside. So I'm gathering the fire to make sure that the process is started, and I will give that a blaze. Yes, man, I will be blowing my fire and also blazing it. And we're going to scatter the fire all over the top to make sure that the heat is fully circulated inside of the pot. Three ingredients: jam, mulberries, silver orange, and cane sugar. This is my multi-purpose stove. I'm going to let that blaze on the outside. I'm gonna let that cook for a couple of minutes. Yes, this is my jam, fully natural colored. I went ahead and removed it from the stove, placing that into a blender to give it a puree. Let's turn our attention to another essential Jamaican tradition: baking bread over a coal fire. There is something quite uniquely satisfying about baking bread outdoor, especially when it's on an open coal fire. The smoke aroma, the slightly sweet charred crust make you feel extra special. The scent of fresh bread. I'll be placing back my pureed mulberry mixture inside of the pot on the fire. Mulberries are very versatile. Use them in pies, smoothie, or even toppings for your pancake. If you don't have access to coal fire, you can bake them in your own oven. Yes, fresh dinner roll. But the flavor from the coal fire adds something special. Jamaica is a land brimming with rich culture, vibrant landscape, and deep-rooted tradition. From its beautiful beaches to the lush hills, there is something quite magical about the island. But perhaps one of the most delightful experiences is immersing yourself in time-honored way of preparing food, right from nature's bounty. After waiting patiently for the bread to bake, you're in for a treat. The smell of fresh baked bread combined with a subtle, smoky, cold flavor is a whole experience in itself. Now it's time to serve the bread warm with some homemade mulberry jam. I will spread that thick, sweet jam on the fresh bread. Take a bite, there is nothing like it. The experience of harvesting mulberry for jam and baking fresh bread on the coal fire is a reminder of the beauty in simplicity. In a world full of convenience, it's refreshing to slow down, connect with nature, and to create something from scratch with your own hands. The sweetness of mulberry jam pairs perfectly with soft, slightly crispy bread. It is a taste that brings you right up the heart of Jamaica, simple, natural, and full of flavor. Harvesting mulberries, making jam, and baking bread outdoor isn't just about food, it's about the experience life at a slower, more meaningful pace. Fresh bread and mulberry jam land. We're gonna eat this. So good. Hot bread and warm jam. It's time to butter my dinner roll, and this is baked 100% on the Jamaican coal fire. Warm, crispy, and buttery. Next time you find yourself in Jamaica, take a moment to harvest some local fruits, light a coal fire, and create a meal that will stay with you long after the last bite. It is a celebration of nature, food, and the vibrant spirit of Jamaica. Let's butter some more dinner rolls with fresh mulberry jams. Whether you're enjoying it with family and friends or just relaxing outdoor, this meal captures the essence of Jamaica. Simply, flavorful and made with love. Paired it with a cold glass of fresh lemonade or a warm cup of tea, you have got the perfect outdoor feast. This is the meal that brings the whole community together, sharing a loaf of fresh bread and mulberry jam that is grown right in our yard in this tropical countryside. Now I will remove my second dinner roll, which is soft, buttery, and I didn't even wait until it is cool. I'm trying to remove hot bread from the pan, and this is done 100% on the Jamaican coal fire, warm, soft, and full of butter. Oops, I couldn't wait. I started pulling them out one by one. Soft and buttery dinner roll, giving that a slice in the middle, and I will be placing jam right inside. And there is nothing quite satisfying than making my homemade jam. I've been making jam for quite a while, and I love fresh jam that is made with my blessed hands. Whether you're in Jamaica or anywhere else, I encourage you to try traditional method for yourself. Harvesting mulberries, making jam, and breaking bread outdoor isn't just about food. It's about the experience that lasts a lifetime. Thank you so much for joining me today. May you see the beauty of harvesting mulberry from our Jamaican backyard and making fresh jam in the Jamaican countryside. Until next time, take it slow and drink some coconut water paired with some fresh dinner roll. I will see you in my next upcoming video. Bye from your girl Abby Faith for now.